Welcome to This Week in Jacksonville Business Edition. I'm Kent Justice. Our podcast, we focus on economic development in the River City and throughout our region, and it is a full house today. I am excited about this as we're talking about a program called Comcast RISE. Michelle Oyola McGovern is a VP of Government Affairs for Comcast Florida. Rich Rollins is with us, the VP of Comcast Business in Comcast Florida, and Nicole Moley, the CEO TNN Express. So we're going to talk about your business and how you connect here. Michelle, why don't you get us started? Tell us about the RISE program, who it's focused on, and how it works.
Well, RISE is our small business grant program. We focus on small businesses in the Jacksonville community. We select, it's a grant process where we select 100 grant recipients to receive all kinds of monetary and support services for their small business in order to help them grow and expand, and includes things like a commercial, like an ad, and some training.
Okay, Rich, what's the impact of that? Why is this an effort that Comcast is behind for small businesses?
You know, we started in 2020. During the COVID shutdown. Small businesses were hit really hard, and we wanted to give back. We're the largest internet service provider to small businesses in the country, and we wanted to help them out. So that first year we did technology grants where we did business makeovers and gave them free internet, broadband, voice services, and cybersecurity. We also provided free marketing, and we gave them a cash grant. And it was so successful that first year. We've been doing it every year since, and we're now up to 13,000 winners. And we've given out over $125 million.
How do those awards, is it even every time? Does it depend on the business? How do you guys decide what you're doing to help out these small businesses?
So the selection process is pretty straightforward. You need to be in business for 3 years, you need to be independently owned, and you need to have less than 100 employees. Besides that, we don't have any other criteria. Now, we selected Jacksonville, one of 5 cities, because there's a big veteran population here. So we're looking forward to some veteran-based owners that win the grant in this round.
Yeah. So Nicole, I want to bring you into the conversation here. Tell us about your business, and then I want to hear more about the impact of this RISE grant that you have.
Okay, my business is a transportation logistics company. It's called TNN Express. We're based here in Jacksonville, Florida, so we focus on helping individuals with invoicing, final mile, short mile. We do refrigerated freight, flatbed freight, and dry haul as well.
Are you a veteran?
I'm not.
Okay. And obviously you're saying, hey, we know that that's part of the population. Tell me about the impact. How did you get connected to a RISE grant, and then what is having that grant? What kind of support and service have they given you?
Absolutely. So about 2 years ago, they had a grant, 2022, to Comcast RISE. And so if you're a true small business owner, you're always looking for opportunities to grow and scale and pivot your business, right? And so they're always telling you need to apply. So I applied, and I got the phone call that I had won June or July of 2022. And I actually, like I was saying earlier this morning, I thought it was a scam. Because, you know, we apply so many times, you know, with grants and trying to figure out if our businesses are good enough to be awarded, you know. And then when you actually get the call, you're like, oh my God, I got the call. And when I got that call, I was able to have a video produced about my business, a 30-second clip, which helped people to know who I was, my brand, what I had going on here. And it was a pivotal time during the COVID pandemic. So transportation, logistics, that area was like booming at that time. So a lot of people were starting to phone me to ask me questions in regards to transportation. How do I get started? Did I need drivers? And at that time, I really did, because that was a great time for my business, needless to say. And with the help of Comcast, I was able to get my name out there amongst so many who actually needed an opportunity at that time.
Yeah. So. How did that relationship work? Obviously, you're talking about you sent in an application or whatever, but you see the smile on this?
I know.
You see the smile on her face? That's got to be rewarding in itself, right?
Yeah, we were able to do that across the state during COVID and focused on businesses in Miami in previous times. But, coming here to Jacksonville where it's the fastest growing small business community probably in the nation, one of the fastest growing. It's just it's perfect fit to be here. And we had so many partners at our kickoff this morning for the program, from the small business community, even from the school district, even from the city, just raring and ready to partner with us, and not only that, to take this program and use it as a potential enhancer to what other small business advocates are doing across Jacksonville and the Northeast. And so we're just really excited about the excitement. I mean, we had a packed house this morning in the announcement. Everyone's excited, everyone's interested. And not only that, we kicked off the event with a veteran-owned coffee business serving the coffee and the pastries today, because what we'd like to do as a company is look at our RISE recipients in any area when we're having an event and use those businesses to help support our event.
Yeah, it makes sense. Again, got to be rewarding to see success. This is just one business owner we're talking about, but obviously many have benefited from the RISE program.
In the 14 years I've worked for Comcast, it's by far my proudest moment. It's a lot of extra work, but the gratitude you get from these small business owners by giving them a 30-second commercial that we run for multiple months, technology makeover, putting their name in the newspaper, just so many testimonials of my business was on the edge. I don't know what I would have done if I hadn't won the grant. So just really, a really feel-good moment for us.
Yeah. What was, I guess, the situation for your company? Obviously, we're talking about it was in COVID time there. Was that the right time? That grant comes right at the right time for what you were trying to do with your business and growth?
I would have to say yes, because once again, everything was shut down, right? And because that grant ran, my commercial ran for 3 months, I was able to get the people in place that I needed to grow my business, because that was the first year that I had soared past $1 million. So for Comcast to come in and give me a chance with the video, it just helped me to grow and sustain my business in a couple of different ways in which I've taken it now. But people know who TNN Express is for sure.
That's awesome.
Yes.
So Jack's Chamber was involved in this announcement today and what have you. What kind of support have you received there, and is there some partnering that goes on through the Chamber? They've got a great small business development program there.
They do. I'm actually a part of Jack's Chamber as well. Last year my business was Small Business Leader of the Year for Transportation and Logistics. So hooray for me.
Yeah, that's right.
And then I got the grant here, right? And then with the city that was there as well supporting us, I'm a Jacksonville small emerging business as well. So hooray again. And kudos to Gregory Grant for definitely making sure that these small businesses get noticed and that they get the opportunities that are afforded to them for sure.
Yeah, Gregory has been on an episode with us talking about that. Carlton Robinson from the Chamber as well. Because there is... being a small business owner is hard.
It is.
It is not easy.
It's not.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
I love that you're cheering for you. I like that too. We're cheering for you as well. Yeah, what are some of those partnering opportunities that you maybe can expand on this morning, or some of those relationships, I guess?
So one of the things I love about this program is that we're not the only ones out there encouraging folks to apply. What we do is we found 7 nonprofits in the community to partner with us in helping to recruit businesses and to create events so that, you're a small business owner, you're trying to get the schedule out, you're trying to, organize whatever needs to be, supply orders, et cetera. Applying for a grant is just another thing that you'd love to do. But if the Urban League reaches out to you or the American Legion reaches out to you and says, hey, we'll help you apply, it makes it a lot easier. And not only does it make it a lot easier, it's a person in the community you maybe already have a touch point to or know and trust. And so this morning we announced 7 partners in the community, including the American Legion Post 197, 5-Star Veterans, Jacksonville Urban League, Lift Jacks, My Village Project, the Clay County Economic Development Corporation, and Prospera. So we're trying to hit every corner of this community to seek out small businesses who may be a perfect fit for the grant.
Yeah. Is there any sort of coaching element, or when we were talking earlier about some of the support that you offer for small businesses?
Yes, part of the grant is that you do get some coaching. It's through a LinkedIn Learning program, and it really it definitely helps to support the small businesses.
Yeah, so we have a consultant that works with them to help them build their business over the next several years, and then they have online entrepreneur training that we give access to for 12 months.
That's interesting. I mean, because again, we're talking about, and you've obviously done some of the work yourself to get involved with the chamber or Jacksonville small businesses.
Right.
But every little bit helps. So what I've seen is, especially for entrepreneurs, there's something that you are passionate about and getting done, and you'll do those things all day long.
Absolutely.
And then there's those things that have to be done that you really, it's just. So small businesses have to learn some of those lessons on how you get everything done, even if you don't like to do some of those tasks, right?
That is correct. And I normally categorize them from my least greatest to my greatest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Greatest is in there all the time, though. I like that.
So if I don't really want to do it, I start with that first.
Well, you've got a real positive attitude, don't you?
I try to.
I like the way you talk.
Thank you.
Yeah. Before we wrap up, what would you say to folks who are listening today and didn't know about the RISE program here? What would you offer or encourage for any of them?
You know, the most difficult thing we have with the RISE program is getting enough applicants. We're going to award 100 winners in the Jacksonville market, and it'll be open from the application period of May 1st to May 31st. And then we'll give it to
Got a whole month of May.
whole month of May to apply. And last go round, we were the largest number of applicants for South Florida. So I know Jacksonville, out of the 5 cities, I'm confident we'll have the most applicants with the partnerships that we've forged to help get the word out.
Yeah. ComcastRISE.com for more information.
Easy to remember,
That's
it
right.
sounds like. I appreciate it so much. So Nicole Mobley, best success for your business.
Thank you.
You for sharing some of your experience there. And then Rich Rollins and Michelle Aloya McGovern from Comcast. Thanks for your time today.
Thanks, Ken.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
this is really
Thank
good.
you.
And thank you for joining us for our podcast this week in Jacksonville Business Edition. Episodes come out every Thursday morning at 9.